I'm gonna copy strike this guy. Just for that word. Gonna copy strike him. Yo! Can we copy strike PewDiePie's latest video?
Yep, she's back in the news again. Seems like we cannot go a week without another major Twitch scandal this year. Some of you guys might recognize her as the streamer Alinity. She had originally come into this news cycle with a real bad wardrobe malfunction happening on her stream this week, leaving nothing to her viewers' imagination. But the story isn't really about the wardrobe malfunction. It's about what happened after. Namely, nothing. Nothing happened. Despite Twitch's usual speed with issuing bans, they did not take any action until almost a full day after the stream, and the punishment definitely did not match the crime. Alinity is a fairly big content creator on Twitch, though arguably, she's more well known for her endless stream of gaffes and mistakes, kinda like a discount female rice gum. She's the anti-hero of our story. She first entered my radar when she was caught reacting on stream to one of PewDiePie's videos, and decided that she wanted to copy strike PewDiePie. She was talking about using a copyright takedown notice, a move forbidden to online creators. Seriously, every single creator that has ever issued even a remotely unfair copy strike has been torn to shreds. It's like summoning the 5 pieces of Exodia to obliterate somebody's channel, and it's used maliciously a lot, unfortunately. Now, whether or not her copy strike idea was justified, which I don't think it was, she was torn apart for her use of the forbidden move, and it made her the topic of drama channels and commentary channels like mine for a few weeks. Later though, she regained her infamy when she was accused of mistreating her cats. Users highlighted a clip where it seems like she gives her cat vodka through a kiss. People and cats are very different, and they react very differently to vodka and all alcohols. So it could have been very dangerous for her cat to ingest any alcohol at all. Now again, I'm not a veterinarian, but I'm pretty sure it's common sense not to give your cats vodka, unless they're Russian cats. Now, even if they are Russian cats, the MattyO channel does not condone giving alcohol to cats. I mean, after all, unlike an alcoholic uncle or other father figure in your life, cats are really small, and they have much smaller livers. Uncle Vinny might be able to handle it, but your cat can't. People cited the incident with the vodka kiss as a clear violation of Twitch's guidelines toward the mistreatment of animals, which, given knowledge of the danger to her animals posed by the consumption of alcohol, I'd say is fairly fair. Interestingly, in this incident, despite mass outcry and even media coverage, Twitch did not ban Alinity. Thus began the legend of her invincible status. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt there, but if you're watching, it would mean so much to me if you could subscribe. Statistically speaking, most of you are not subscribed, and to a growing creator like myself, it means a lot to see people enjoying the content. So if you're enjoying the video, click that subscribe button, maybe even turn on notifications. Oh, and while your cursor's down there, why not hit like as well? Also, just to let you know, I always try to respond to all comments, so if you have any questions or anything to say, leave them down below. I don't bite. Now let's get back into Alinity's next controversy. Another of her misdeeds also involves her cat, unfortunately. She was streaming while the cat walked on the keyboard, which honestly is a moment of frustration I think that every cat owner can relate to. What most people can't relate to is that instead of gently moving your cat or shooing it away, she yeeted the thing over her shoulder like it was on fire. I mean, seriously, it was like Gronk spiking a football. Why would anybody do that to their cat? I mean, I know they always land on their feet, but still, felines are friends, not footballs. Once again though, likely for her perfect form, like an Olympic level yeeter, she avoided a ban for this. And now we are at current day. For obvious reasons, I cannot show you her slip up, nor would I really want to if I could. She pulled her shirt up while adjusting and accidentally exposed herself to the stream. Now, some people are accusing her of doing that on purpose, just to stir up some drama, but for the purposes of this video, we're just going to assume that she did it accidentally. Honestly, to nobody's surprise, nudity, even accidental, is against Twitch's nudity policy. In a post from April 7th this year, so recently updated, they covered the policy in question, and it outlines this. We don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude, including exposing genitals or buttocks. And also, for women, we ask that you cover your... We do not promote exposed underbust. Now, of course, I don't know if you read that, but she clearly violated those guidelines, and Twitch has shown in the past that they're pretty quick to respond to such things. Case in point, your fellow Arab on Twitter tweeted, "Hey, at Twitch, I once got hosted for 4K users, did a minor booty shake, and got suspended within 45 minutes for 7 days for sexual activity." Alinity showed her it has been up for 3 hours, and in the end, it ended up being almost a full day before Alinity was banned. There is some kind of internal pressure against banning Alinity. I don't think that anyone, even Alinity, can deny that at this point. A lot of people seem to think that she has managed to persuade some of the Twitch staff to protect her. There really isn't any concrete proof out there to support that Alinity is in control of whether she gets banned or not. If there was, I'd happily tell you about it. What is clear is that there's favoritism in her case. She's been able to get away with way too many things for someone on the inside to not be pulling some strings for her, regardless of if she wants it or not, or if she's aware of it or not. And in this case, it kind of seems to me like she didn't ask not to be banned, because she went on her Twitter and publicly asked for a ban, tweeting, "Hey, so regardless of whatever Twitch decides to do, I'm going to give myself a 3-day suspension from the platform. I think it's fair. Have yourselves a nice day." And then she followed that up with a tweet disparaging Twitch for their handling of the situation. Yo, if you guys don't like how Twitch handles the bans, take it up with them. How are their inconsistencies my fault? However, shortly after these tweets, she was banned. So to some people, that might actually be proof, despite the fact that she kind of made fun of Twitch because she asked for a ban and then got banned, might be proof that she's in charge of her own bans. I honestly do not feel like that's how it goes. And she had suggested a 3-day ban for herself. And most people would say a 7-day is more in line for their past enforcement. Like I mentioned, your fellow Arab had tweeted that he got a 7-day ban for sexual activity. Alinity didn't get 3 days. She didn't get 7 days. No. She got 1 day. 24 hours. Yeah, honestly, it would have been better for them to have not banned her at all. With the 1-day ban, they basically confirmed what everybody knew. Twitch has a clear and plain bias towards Alinity. Whether she's behind it or not doesn't matter. The bias is there. If they were going to ban her, they should have given her the normal ban, or even, in some cases, probably a more strict ban than they would have given to somebody else to prove their neutrality. I mean, if they had dropped a month ban on her for this, people wouldn't be able to say, hey, Twitch is biased towards Alinity. Even 3 days would have made more sense than a day. I'm willing to bet that there's some Twitch mod who came home from work crying and apologizing to his signed Alinity poster because he had to ban her for a day. Oh, poor Alinity. How will she survive this poor 1-day ban? The thing is, though, clear favoritism isn't good for anybody. It certainly isn't good for Alinity's appearance, as she gets more and more infamous every time they show her favoritism. With every occurrence, her reputation gets trashed even worse. She's already among one of the least liked creators on the platform by, normal people. Every time they do this, it gets worse. And honestly, I don't think Alinity would have such a bad reputation if she got banned for this stuff. I mean, come on. I mean, she's still doing dumb stuff, but if she was getting banned, she wasn't getting called out for the clear favoritism that always seems to go in her favor. I think that she would probably have gotten away with it a lot easier. I feel like people wouldn't have cared as much if there wasn't just something very clear that Twitch wasn't enforcing their policies. And honestly, it's not better for Twitch. How can any streamer trust a website for their income when they have a very clear bias towards certain creators and that their rules are not enforced uniformly? And honestly, how can this still be an issue with Twitch growing so much? Surely this must affect their bottom line. There's no way that the bad press that comes from their constant mismanagement and failure to apply their rules consistently can't affect their bottom line. I mean, every single time they do this, they get bad press. One YouTuber said a bad word one time and it spawned an entire adpocalypse. How can Twitch, being inconsistent with their policies, not enforcing their rules correctly, letting people almost get away with nudity on their website, which basically streams to children, how can that not affect their advertisers? Now, I'm not saying anybody should go out and attack Twitch's advertisers because I'm 100% against anybody starting an adpocalypse at any point. I'm just saying, I don't know how any company can look at Twitch and decide that they're a valuable business partner when they can't even run their own platform. And I don't know how any streamer would decide to stream on Twitch right now, because it doesn't matter what they do, they're not going to get the same enforcement as Alinity does. There's bias against them. There's bias against everybody except Alinity for some reason. I don't know why any streamer right now would choose to go onto Twitch. But as we see more and more stuff like this, Twitch's mismanagement coming out so blatantly, I think we might start to see creators decide to be like, hey, do I really want to risk my reputation by going with Twitch? If they're going to be able to ban me for stuff that they would not ban somebody else for, and that's going to affect my reputation with my sponsors, with my advertisers, why would I go with them when I could go to Mixer, some other platform where they uniformly apply their rules fairly and basically kind of like a robot? They don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? Why would you choose Twitch over something like that? Honestly, I don't think it's something that they could fix without starting to enforce their rule uniformly. They need to fire everybody in their Twitch bans department and just hire some new staff, get some new blood in there, maybe put Amazon in charge of it. I know Amazon's the parent company, but this is not good for Amazon's reputation either. So maybe they could get somebody bloodthirsty to start running the bans department who would apply it evenly. All I'm saying is whoever's in charge of the bans department right now needs to be fired, because they're doing a disservice to Twitch and their creators. Honestly though, that's my thoughts on it. At the end of the day, the Alinity saga is more than the story of an e-girl who's constantly messing up on stream. It's the story of a media giant who refuses to fairly enforce their rules onto their users. It's a symptom of the underlying mistrust between Twitch and their creators. A mistrust that I honestly do not think will end any time soon. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Tell me below. As always, thank you so much for watching to the end. And don't you forget to subscribe and like, because let's be honest, if you've watched this far, you probably enjoyed the video. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me. Have a great day, and God bless you.